And welcome back. It's now time for your lunchtime sports. Double Olympic 800-meter champion South African Caster Semenya has won her appeal at the European Court of Human Rights against rules forcing her to lower her testosterone levels in order to compete. The 32-year-old South African was born with differences of sexual development (DSD) and is not allowed to compete in any track events without taking testosterone-reducing drugs. On Tuesday, the ECHR ruled in favor of Semenya in a case involving testosterone levels in female athletes. A three-time 800-meter world champion and 800-meter and 1500-meter Commonwealth Games champion, Semenya has been in a long-running dispute with World Athletics since regulations requiring her to have hormone treatment were introduced by the governing body in 2018. She has twice failed in legal battles to overturn the decision. The case at the ECHR was against the government of Switzerland for not protecting Semenya's rights and dates back to a Swiss Supreme Court ruling 3 years ago. The decision, made by a panel of 7 people at the ECHR, was split 4-3 in favor of Semenya and may allow her to challenge the Supreme Court or CAS rulings. Now, World Athletics described the ECHR chamber as deeply divided and said it will ask the Swiss government to refer the case to the ECHR Grand Chamber for a final and definitive decision. The Track and Field World Governing Body added that the current DSD regulations approved by World Athletics Council in March 2023 will remain in place. Some cricket news now. Guyanese spinner and the leading wicket taker in regional first-class cricket, Veerasammy Permaul, has expressed disappointment at his non-inclusion in the West Indies team for their 2-test series against India starting on July 12 in Windsor Park, Dominica. While Permaul has been overlooked, Cricket West Indies handed recalls to Bajan left-arm spinner Jamel Warrican and Leeward Islands all-rounder Rakeem Cornwall. According to Permaul, the numbers are there to show, noting he has been getting wickets consistently every season and that he has done work on his batting as well. Permaul, who has taken 607 wickets from 137 first-class games at 20.89, says he was extremely disappointed at his non-selection. In the 2023 West Indies 4-day championship, Permaul picked up 28 wickets at 15.21 in 5 matches, second only to Cornwall's 35 at 14.34 from the same number of games. Warrican played only 2 games in the championship, taking 8 wickets at 23.75. In Test cricket, Permaul has taken 31 wickets in 9 games at 38 runs apiece. Meanwhile, Vice-Captain Jermaine Blackwood is the only Jamaican included in the Windies Test squad. Jamaica's under-19 cricket team manager Gibbs Williams says winning the Cricket West Indies Rising Stars 50-over tournament in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is owed to their approach from round 1 of the competition. The young Jamaicans captured the title following a crushing 8-wicket win over the Windward Islands at Sion Hill on Monday, a 4th win on the trot. Led by 3 for 27 from Alex Hines and 3 for 28 from Nasheen Mead, the win was routed for 110 all-out in just 31.4 overs. Tamari Redwood supported with 2 for 11. The Jamaicans then eased to 111 for 2 with 163 balls to spare, thanks to a top score of 48 from not out from Stephen Wedderburn and captain Brian Barnes 28 not out. The Jamaicans are now the only unbeaten team in the competition and will play their final game against Barbados.
The Windward Islands team, they were second behind us. And the game today was pretty much similar to the other games in that we managed to win the toss. And it's a strategy that we decided to employ given the amount of rains that we've been having, to bowl out our opposition and to allow Duckworth and Louis to take charge. And we managed to defeat all our oppositions before the rains come. So the trend continues. We are now on 20.4 points, which means that no team can surpass us going into the final rounds.
And that's where we pull up stumps for now. And I am Jermaine Brown. Shamela, back to you.
Thank you, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.